What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down some of STEFON Diggs' best route running so far from the 2020 season. We're going to be talking about how you guys can run a corner post, how you guys can beat an overly physical DB who tries to get hands on you and tries to jam you straight off the line second. Then we're going to be talking about how you guys can change direction on a dime, and then we're going to be talking about how to get separation on a drag against man coverage, okay? So it's going to be a good video for you guys to really just learn how to manipulate man coverage, learn how to manipulate zone coverage, and just become a better overall receiver. So I hope this gives you guys some value. And again, guys, if you're a receiver and you want to get better hands, don't have a quarterback to throw to you, check out that link in the description. It says improve your hands in 30 days, full 30-day catching program. Let's get started. So, first things first, what we're going to be talking about right now is this corner post, okay? Especially in a situation where this corner jams you, then you're pretty much in a one-on-one situation with this safety. This isn't a cover two situation. This is something a little bit different. However, this would be something like maybe if you're out of the slot, let's say you're out of the slot in like a cover two situation and you're essentially one-on-one with the safety and you got to work a corner post, okay? So let's watch it full speed. So he comes off the line here. Now, how we sell a corner post, fellas, is that we really want to make sure that I commit my shoulders and I commit my hips and I accelerate out of this route to widen the distance with the DB. So, let's talk about it. When I come off here and I get to the depth of this route, it's so important that we're fast into it, right? It's so important that I have speed into this break. I'm trying to close the distance the best I can possible with this safety, right? We don't want to just break when we feel like it. We want to make sure we get up to the depth of the route. But within that sequence off the line, all the way getting up to the depth, I got to make sure that I'm running full speed. I'm closing the distance, trying to step on his toes, if you will, right? So when I break to that corner, I can pop my foot in the ground here. And you see how when he comes off, he shoots his head around, he commits his shoulders, and he commits his hips, and he keeps the same speed. That's the 3 points of attack that I teach personally when we do any kind of double move, right? Post corner, corner post, out and up, whatever it is. You got to commit your shoulders, commit your hips, commit your eyes. So you got to commit your body, which is body language. You got to snap your eyes around, eyes tell eyes, and you got to keep speed. Because if you keep speed, that's how we get this DB to overcommit, right? When he's coming to this corner, he's running full speed right now. He breaks, I'm going to the corner, I'm running full speed, I'm committed to this thing. That's going to draw this safety down. That's going to draw this DB into this break thinking like, oh shit, I don't want to get beat underneath. I don't want this thing to be driven right here. Take it away and let him catch this ball in open space and make a play, right? So now, it's 3 steps to this corner. So you see how he breaks here, bam, 1, 2, 3, popping this thing off. And it's so important that when you guys are working on any kind of double move, when it's a post corner, like a corner post, like how we're looking at right now, your feet got to be sudden. Your cuts got to be sudden. They can't be long, elongated cuts. They can't be choppy cuts where I don't have any explosion. You got to pop that foot in the ground right now, be very sudden with that cut, and shoot yourself out, right? So you see how sudden he is? Here he breaks 1, 2, 3, pops it off, and now where am I at? This DB is going to be speed turning, right? Ball probably should have been thrown a little bit earlier in this situation, but again, we don't know the pressure that Allen's getting back there. But what I can do right here to do my job is I can accelerate, right? I can use that cut to really give me that explosion to shoot me out towards the middle of the field. And you see how he keeps his head down for about a couple steps, and he's really focused on widening the gap, right? Maybe if this ball's put a little bit better, maybe put a little bit more accurate, it's an easier catch, but a great job going up in traffic and making this catch as well. Going up strong. Make sure I go up with aggressive. I'm going up aggressive. I'm going up with soft hands, but I'm also violent with my hands. I want to catch this thing, and then I want to rip it away from the DB to make sure that he doesn't make a play. This is a great overall route here by Diggs. Again, break into the corner, 3 steps, keep my speed, commit my shoulders and my hips, snap my head around, draw this DB in, break this thing off. My feet got to be sudden, and then let's accelerate. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of there fast. Let's watch it again, full speed one more time. So coming off here, breaking up, breaks to the corner, 1, 2, 3, pops this thing off, sudden feet, make sure I accelerate out of this break. That's a great route here by Diggs. All right, guys, so now we're going to be talking about how to beat a physical guy, how to beat a physical DB off the line who just tries to choke you right now, okay? So this is something that comes into having a plan, right? I get this question asked at least maybe 15, 20 times every single week throughout all like the social media platforms that I'm on, and this is always a common question. How do I beat a DB who just comes right at me, right at my head right now? And this is a perfect example of how when a DB tries to choke you and a DB tries to get hands on you right now and just completely disrupt the timing of this play and be aggressive, that he's off balance, right? When he comes at you and he lunges at you, he's off balance. You see all these clips, right, of guys like 7-on-7 guys, whatever, like one-on-ones where they know the snap count and they obviously have a better upper hand on you where they got to freaking just go straight at you because they know the snap count. You're not going to go on 2 and 7-on-7. So we got to get comfortable with making sure that I have a good like balanced front leg and thinking I have my weight on my front leg, right? If I'm balanced on the front leg, I have my weight on my front leg, and this guy tries to come at me, he's not going to catch me on my heels. When he catches me on my heels and I try to go back and I try to lean back, that's what's going to knock me off this route. Diggs does a pretty good job, but when he comes off and tries to jam him here, you see how he doesn't take a back step. He's concerned with going forward, right? He obviously gets hands. He gets a good little jam on him, gets a little bit of pressure, but if I engage with the contact, you see what's the first thing that goes up? His hands. That's why you don't want to have your hands super low down by your feet. That's why your hands don't want to be super high and tense, because he can just freaking jam you and you're not going to be able to move because you're tense. Just nice and relaxed right by your waist. So when he comes up at you, okay, fine. I could react. I could get hands on this DB. It's fine. It's all good. Now, where do I want to go? I want to take an inside release. So if I know that I could beat his inside arm and I could swat his inside arm off of me, I could get some separation, right? Because you see when Adams comes at him here, look how off balance he is, right? He's lunging at him, but his legs are trailing way behind him, so he doesn't have his base. So when he's got that much momentum going forward, it's like when you guys stand on your tippy toes and you fall forward. It's really hard to stay there on your tippy toes and be balanced. You have to fall forward. So same idea. If he lunges at me, he loses his base. He's coming at me like this. I swat his hands. Just make sure I have a plan. Don't be afraid of the contact. Don't be afraid to swat him by. Attack that point of control, which is where? Elbows, back of his shoulders. I'm not going to say that's what he was thinking this whole time. He's probably just thinking, I got to react to get his hands off me because he's trying to kill me. So you got to make sure that we're just ready. We have a plan. Your hands are ready to go, and don't be caught on that back foot. Make sure you keep a good posture, keep a good pad level, keep good body language, keep your chest forward, and take the fight to him so he just doesn't bully us back there, right? The guys who are on their heels and they look hesitant off the line and they're like almost scared, like their plan is to go backwards and take this step back, you're going to get killed. You're going to get choked off the line every single time. Just make sure that you're in a good pad level. Don't be afraid of the contact. It's a physical game, guys. We got to get used to this. We got to get used to guys trying to choke us right off the line. So make sure I got a plan for my hands and swat him by an attack. Then I can work to restack. Then I can work a peek back. Then I can work my moves at the top of the route. But let's make sure I get off that press first. This is a great job, great example by Diggs showing what to do against an overly physical guy who's going to come straight at you. Now, how do I tell if he's going to do that? You can normally tell by his pad level, but also film study, right? You study in film, especially you outside receivers. You guys are studying film and you're like, man, this guy likes to jam a lot. This guy likes to jam in this situation. This is like guy likes to jam when it's this down and distance, right? So that's what you take into a game. You're ready for that. You have a plan for it. Maybe he doesn't. Okay, fine. I still got to work my release. I got to work in space, or I just got to get into this route. Or if he does jam at me, I'm ready for it. I got a plan. I could attack this guy. Let's watch this thing again, full speed one more time. So he tries to jam, swat those hands by, make sure I work to restack. I give that little peek, and I snap this route off. That's a great job by Diggs getting off of a physical DB. So now we're going to be talking about how you guys can change direction, and more importantly, your feet on a change of direction cut. So you see he's working kind of this like post out right here, so he breaks, and this is a really impressive break here by Diggs because he's able to just cut on 2 steps right now. Now the thing about when you guys cut, we're going to talk about this thing right now, so let's watch it again full speed. You see how he's just able to get out in 2, right? And he's able to just put the brakes on, right? That's such a hard thing to do, and I'm not going to really, because I believe on this play, quarterback, I think it's Allen, he gets out of the pocket on this, and it's kind of like a scramble. I might be wrong. I'm honestly not 100% sure what he does, so that's why I'm not going to focus too much on like the IQ of the route because I'm obviously not in their playbook. But we're going to talk about that change of direction, right? So the change of direction on this, it's so important that when you guys try to get out of breaks that you're not on your tippy toes and you're not on your heels, okay? Because like you want to think of it, the heels are the brakes and the tippy toes are going to make you fall forward. You want to be on that like inside arch, that explosive portion, like the balls of your feet, because that's how you create power and that's how you create energy to shoot you back, and that's how you put the brakes on, right? So while being able to create power, a lot of people go heels and they lean back and they don't have any power. So you see when Diggs drops into this, where's the weight on his feet? It's on that inside portion of his foot, and that initial snap cut where he snaps right now, he's not leaning back on his heels. You see how his like shin angle is pretty in a positive position, but he's not on his tippy toes either. He's got that whole foot in the ground because that's how you're going to be able to create energy. You want to drop your hips, but at the same time you want to be on that inside arch, the balls of your feet, because that's where you create that explosion. That's where you could create that burst out of there, and that's how you change direction, right? Your hips are what decelerates you, your feet being powerful. That's the terminology I use. You want your feet to be powerful. Your feet being powerful can shoot you back out of this route, can give you some explosion because you can push, and you see how he's pushing off of that leg right there, and that creates energy. That's how you can accelerate out. That's how you can widen the distance. Your hips halt you, right? You drop in your hips, that decelerates you. That stops you on a dime. But the powerful of your feet, the drive from your feet, and your arm swings ripping you out of there, that's what accelerates you out of the break. That's a really technical thing, but that's something that you guys should be emphasizing when you're working drills on your own, when you're working routes. Your feet being powerful. You want to be powerful cuts. You don't want to be on your tippy toes because you could fall forward. You don't want to be on your heels because you lean back or you slip out in front of you and you don't have have that explosion. Inside arch of your foot, generate some explosion, rip those arms out, and your hips are what slow you down. It's a great job by Diggs. Great job stopping on a dime. Let's watch it again full speed one more time. So he comes out here, breaks to the post, snaps this thing off. Hips got to drop. Feet are powerful to shoot you back out. All right, so now we're going to be talking about this drag route. I love this dang route, and I'm going to start working this more with my receivers because this is something that's always looking for new things to do. And you see guys like Tyler Lockett do this a lot, but Tyler Lockett does this more off of like a dive release. This is more of just like this quick little split release, right? I give him this little split. I try to cross his face. I go 1, 2, and you give him this little shake. He's right here for you guys who don't know. Number 14 right here in this slot. So when he comes off, all this is trying to sell is like that whip route, right? So like, let's say I'm a drag heavy team. Let's say I run a lot of drags, right? So I'm coming off the line, running this drag, trying to cross his face, and I go. And now where I'm a whip, we run a lot of whips. So I take a 1 step, I cross his face, I snap this thing off, and I break it back out. And now we're in his head, right? Now I beat him on both routes. So now he doesn't know necessarily what's coming. He's over anxious to play both. Or maybe I've just beat him on a whip a couple times, right? Maybe you beat him on a whip first. I come up here, I give him the same split release. It looks the exact same. I try to cross his face, and I'm putting the brakes on like a whip route, right? I'm putting the brakes on the inside leg. I'm snapping. I give that little head fake to the outside. It's just a quick 1, 2. He goes split release here, 1, 2. Give a little head and shoulder fake to the inside. Get this DB leaning. Get him thinking that he's driving back out towards the sideline on this whip route, and then I can widen the distance on a drag route, especially against man coverage, because he does not want to let you cross his face. His whole entire goal is I don't want to chase you across the field. I mean, unless he's got help, it's a different story where he'll play outside shade, right? So that's not probably necessarily the best thing to say, but no DB wants to chase you across the field and play catch up the whole time, right? So he's going to be anxious, right? He does not want to chase you. He wants to get on that horse and go. So any kind of hesitation that you could get him with is going to get him to stop, right? Another thing that you could do is like maybe if he's giving you space, right? Maybe he's giving you space to cross his face. Maybe he's like 2 yards off. I could give him that dive release where if my right leg's up, I go left across, trying to cross his face, right, left. And I give him just a 1, 2, 3. And I give him that little quick jab, very similar to this. I don't necessarily have to turn my shoulders to him. But that's a great job working this 1, 2 right here by Diggs, getting him to sit on the outside, get this DB to hesitate, and then I keep my head down. I widen that distance, and I work that mesh concept. That's a really good job here by Diggs. Great job selling like he's going to be running this whip route with just a little head and shoulder fake. Let's watch it again full speed one more time. So he's here, 1, 2. Give him that little stutter. Let's get across the field, and let's go make this play happen. Great route there by STEFON Diggs. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave those in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And again, if you're a receiver and you want to get better hands, check out that link in the description. It says improve your hands in 30 days. I'll see you guys next time.